Om Shanti, Morning Murli, 18th February. Sweet letter of Bab Dada for sweet children. Essence, sweet obedient children. You must always stay in super senses joy. Sweet obedient children, you must always stay in super senses joy. You must never cry. Because you have now found the highest on high Father. Question: why is the supersensitive joy of you gopis and gopis and not that of the deities remembered? Why is the supersensitive joy of you gopis and gopis and not that of the deities remembered? Answer: you have now become the children of God. You are those who change from human beings into deities. Whereas, when you have become deities, you will begin to come down and the degrees will then decrease. This is why there is no praise of their happiness. Therefore, it is the happiness of you children that is remembered. Song: the heart says thanks to the one who gives it sport. Om Shanti. Did one say this or two say it? Baba is asking, did one say this or two say it? There is Baba and also Dada. Who said Om Shanti? You have to say that both said it. Because you know that there are two souls. One is a soul and other is the Supreme Soul. All of these are called human beings. You souls have come here to play your parts. There is no question of other religions. There is no question of other religions. Baba only comes in Bharat. Bharat alone is the birthplace. People celebrate the birthday of Shiva, but they don't know how or when he comes. The incorporeal one is called Shiva and he is also worshipped. People celebrate the birthday of Shiva. They also celebrate whatever has happened in the past, but they don't know when he came or what he did. You children now know everything. You can ask anyone, whose night are you celebrating? Go to the temples and ask them, who are these? When was it their kingdom? What is your relationship with the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul? Who has a relationship with him? They would definitely say that everyone has a relationship with him. He is the Supreme Father of all. So surely everyone must receive the inheritance of happiness from him. At present, it is a word of sorrow. Although people create new inventions, the degrees of sorrow continue to increase because it is now the stage of descending. There are so many calamities. Human beings have to experience sorrow. And when there is extreme sorrow, they begin to cry out. And only then does the Father come. At present, all human beings are impure, and that is why this is called a vicious word. There is no sorrow there in the golden age. You children understand that drama is predestined. At present, everyone is under the influence of Ravan. Ravan means the 5 evil spirits. He is your enemy. There are stages of sorrow. People have now become very tamopradhan because they are all created through vice. The world does not know that there is no poison there. They ask, how would children be born there? Tell them, first of all, know the Father and claim your inheritance from him. Whatever the systems and customs are there, they will continue there. Why do you have these doubts? Why do you have these doubts? Someone asked. When Shiv Baba is here, will there be souls in the incorporeal world? Definitely. Since expansion continues to take place here, it means that there are souls there. However, the first and main thing is to remember the Father and the inheritance. What is your connection with those things? What is your connection with those things? When your eyes of knowledge have opened, there will be no more questions to be asked. The Father says, remember me and the inheritance. If you simply wish to attain liberation, become Manmana Bhav. And if you wish to claim the kingdom, become Madhyaji Bhav. Become Madhyaji Bhav. You children know who is teaching you. Who is teaching you? The living diamond is sitting in this living container. The living diamond is sitting in this living container. He is also the true Baba. The Supreme Soul speaks through this body. When someone dies, they invoke that soul. At that time, there is the thought that the soul of their father has come. It is as though there are two souls. The soul comes and takes the fragrance. But in fact, all of that is in the drama. Nevertheless, they receive the reward of their faith. Previously, Brahman priest had enough power that the souls would come and speak. That soul would be fed with great enthusiasm. They did not know about the soul, that it is a soul that is taking the fragrance. Baba does not even take the fragrance. Why? Why? Because he is a bhokta, beyond experiencing the fruit of action. Souls experience everything. Baba says, I am a bhokta. A soul accepts the fragrance because he is installed by the fragrance. I am not bound by any fragrance. Baba is saying, I am not bound by any fragrance. By having yoga with me, your sins will be burnt away. You have to explain. Although Shiva is incorporeal, people still celebrate the birthday of Shiva, just as there is the birthday of each soul. When that soul entered a body, Shiva alone is the purifier whom everyone invokes to come and liberate them from the sorrow of Ravan. At present, the five vices are omnipresent. Five vices are omnipresent. It is half and half. The cycle. Other religions come when the kingdom of Ravan begins. All of them have to come to play their parts. I come here. You children know that the Father, the one who changes shells into diamond, is now sitting in this living container. He is the truth, the living being, and the embodiment of bliss, the ocean of knowledge. You now know this. You now know this. The Father reminds you, and so you remember Him. But then you forget Him. The Pope and others have living bodies and they are very famous. There is so much praise of them. But here, this one is the diamond hidden in this container. No one knows that he only comes once. You children know that Baba is sitting in this one. He is our true Baba and also our true teacher. This is a study place. Some among you also forget this. You can understand everything about a person from his victory. Some children fail when they are given a little examination. Some children fail when they are given a little examination. Otherwise, children say, whatever you feed us, whatever you give us, love, or whether you beat us, Worthy children are obedient. Baba says, children, you must never cry. You have such a great father and bridegroom. And bridegroom. And yet you cry after belonging to him. I, your senior father, am sitting here. Maya catches hold of you by the nose, and so you cry. It is remembered, if you want to know about super senses joy, ask the gopis and gopis. However, Maya makes you forget. So, you should surrender and sacrifice yourself to the Father. You should surrender and sacrifice yourself to the Father. If you remember this insight, you would feel happy. You children now know that Baba is the true Indra, not the Indra, god of rain, who showers rain. No, Baba is the Indra of knowledge. A rainbow emerges and it has many colors, but there are three main colors. Baba is now making you Trikaldarshi. Trikaldarshi means someone who knows the beginning, the middle, and end. That is Swadershan Chakradhari, someone who knows the three aspects of time. So you check yourself in relation to these things. You children know that this is the court of Indra. This is why Baba writes, no vices dirty. Baba writes, no vices dirty, impure clothes should be present in my gathering. You are the angels who dance the dance of knowledge. You are the angels who dance the dance of knowledge. The angels of the Indra of knowledge are given an order not to bring any vicious people here. Only those who are vicious come to you children to become viceless. However, you must not bring them into my gathering. There is this law. In fact, I speak to many here. If a child is obedient and worthy, the love of others is drawn to that child. So just as everyone had love for Gandhiji, he did a very good job. So you also have to understand this predestined drama. This is being repeated identically. No one can be blamed for it. Ravan has to make everyone degraded. Only you children know these things. Only you children know these things. What would anyone else know? They speak of the purifier, but they don't know who he is. They don't understand anything. You are the same one who helped Baba cycle ago. You are the same ones who helped Baba cycle ago. In the golden age, you will not know how you claimed that kingdom. You now know that the unlimited Father is such a great personality. The Father alone makes Bharat into valuable diamonds from worthless shells. In heaven, they are just used to be the original eternal deity religion that is being established once again. Peace has to be established over the whole world. Peace has to be established over the whole world. This is the responsibility of the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul alone. That Father comes and makes everyone belong to the Lord and Master. He explains to you how you become orphans and when the kingdom of Ravan began. You did not know this. People continue to make EFG of Ravan and burn them. At this time, it is the descending stage of the path of devotion. The golden age is called the kingdom of Rama. You are now godly children. You are now godly children. The degrees continue to decline. So you should have great royalty at present. You should have great royalty at present. You are those who change human beings into deities. The super senses joy of Gop and Gopis have been remembered. It is not said that you should ask Lakshmi and Narayan about super senses joy. No, But it is said of the gopis and gopis because they are godly children. Because they are godly children, you become deities and then your degree decrease. Kings move along with so much splendor, but they are all tamopradhan. When people see the picture of Brahma that you have, they become very confused. You children have pictures of Lakshmi and Narayan. One is in the Trimurti and the other, in which Shiv Baba alone is portrayed, is without the Trimurti. So you should keep both of them. If they say anything about Brahma, ask them whose body should God enter. Whose body should God enter? Ask them. Brahma and Saraswati become Lakshmi and Narayan. So he must definitely enter the body of Brahma so that Brahmans can be created. How else could there be so many children? These are the children of Brahma, the Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. So you too are Brahma Kumars and Kumaris. How could the word be created without the father of people? How could the word be created without the father of people? A new word is being created. You are also that, but you don't believe it. If you don't become Brahmins now, you will not be able to become deities. So you also understand that only those whose sapling is to be planted will come here. The Father explains to you so clearly. Baba knows the stage of each one. Some are hungry for one thing, others for fashion, etc. So you can come and ask Baba, am I moving along accurately? You can come and ask Baba, am I moving along accurately? Is what I am doing right or wrong? So Baba would understand that you do have that fear of doing something wrong. Look how much help Gandhiji received. However, he did not eat anything from that himself. He did everything for his country. That Gandhiji was still a person. But this is the unlimited Baba. Shiv Baba is the best over and he does everything for the children. You can ask people, why do you give 1 rupee? They say, we give it to Shiv Baba to receive the inheritance for 21 births. So none of you should think that you have given to Shiv Baba. Instead, you are receiving the inheritance for 21 births. Baba is the Lord of the poor. He gives you the inheritance for 21 births. So you should keep with this in your intellects. He uses everything for the children. Gandhiji also used it for a task. He did not collect anything for himself. He gave away whatever he had. Those he gave it to others never collect anything for themselves. Those who give to others never collect anything for themselves. Sannyasis used to leave everything and go away, but now they come back and collect everything. They have a lot of wealth. They have so many flats, etc. In fact, sannyasis should not have even 1 penny in their hands. That is the law. They can never be donors. You have to follow the Father's advice. Baba, all of this belongs to you. Baba, all of this belongs to you. I will use it in whatever way you tell me to. Baba continues to give directions. Baba continues to give direction, but you children have to put them in the practice. But you children have to put them into practice. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and we spiritual children says Namaste, good morning to our sweetest spiritual father. Essence for dharana. First, Follow the father's advice at every step. Follow the father's advice at every step. You must sacrifice yourself completely. Sit wherever Baba seats you and eat whatever he feeds you. Become obedient to this extent. Become obedient to this extent. Let your activity be royal and elevated. Let your activity be royal and elevated. You are godly children and you must therefore interact with everyone with great royalty. You must never cry. You are godly children and you must therefore interact with everyone with great royalty. You must never cry. Today's blessing, feel Baba's hand on your head and take blessing. May you be multi-million times fortunate and make your fortune elevated on the basis of having pure feeling in an ordinary life. May you be multi-million times fortunate and make your fortune elevated on the basis of having pure feelings in an ordinary life. Bap Dada loves ordinary souls. Bap Dada loves ordinary souls. The Father himself enters an ordinary body. Even millennials of today are ordinary. Ordinary children have pure feelings and the Father needs children with pure feelings, not those with body consciousness. According to the drama, to be ordinary at the confluence age is a sign of fortune. Ordinary children are able to make the Father belong to them and so they experience fortune as their right. Those who have such a right become multi-million times fortunate. Those who have such a right become multi-million times fortunate. Slogan: when you have a big heart in doing service, an impossible task becomes possible. When you have a big heart in doing service, an impossible task becomes possible. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.